Okay. Whew. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get people in here. Discord. I'm getting there. Can you hear me okay? Is this audio? I need to know if this audio is okay because I'm like trying to make everything good. So let me know. I can barely see the comments. Can I make it bigger? Let me see if I can make this bigger because that'll probably help. How do I can't. I don't know how to make that bigger. And if I can, I don't know how. Great. Perfect. Yeah. Well, I'll get started with one person. I don't care because that's what we're here for. But yeah, H2C, this thing's a monster. So full disclosure, Bambu did send me this, which is awesome. This is my first. This is going to be my first like big printer um, that someone has sent me, which is really cool. And I'm very excited to to get started with this. I'm going to move the AMS2. Now, I also did not get the AMS HTs. And to be honest with you, because I'm not that familiar with the Bambu ecosystem, maybe I should tilt this up a little bit. I don't know. Since I'm not that familiar with the Bambu ecosystem, I don't know if I need it, but we're going to find out. Okay, so assuming these pop out. Yep, pop out, pop out. Now, I did send some pictures to Bambu. Actually, I didn't send them to them, but I got them because there was a little bit of a mishap right here, as we can see. Or no, you can't. There's a little bit of a, I don't know, it's just scratched. And then I'm also missing one of these guys out of the side. So, you know, we'll see what that's like. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put this behind here and then pull everything out up onto here. So let's do that. Maybe we should figure out a better, sorry, I'm still, there we go. That's way good. And maybe we can even make it a little bit closer. There we go. Oh yeah, perfect. That's it. Oh, it twisted. That's funny. It is different, which is great. Hey, do you mind Twisted sharing this out to everybody, like maybe even in the PTAG group? That would be really awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, this is definitely gonna have to come behind here, I think. Yeah, the actual fact we'll probably go this way with it. Yeah, I actually sold 2 oh shoot. I don't know if you saw that, but I almost dropped this whole thing. Yeah, I sold 2 H2 or 2 K2 pluses the other day to make room for this. So tells you how I don't know how to, crap, how am I supposed to, because I can see how this conceptually works. Conceptually, maybe if I just put these in here like this, to just move the box down. I don't know. Dang it. Hopefully I don't, this should be okay. I should be okay. You know what? We're just gonna have to do this in the most obscure, I don't know how to get this down now that I've taken this out. What a funny ride right now. Okay, I have it on both sides there. I think it's, oh yeah, as long as we're careful. As long as we're careful. We just don't want, you know, anything like an Uncle Jesse to happen, you know? Probably the most infamous unboxing known to man. Okay, cool, got that. Okay, now this box is the top cover, obviously, of the box. And so we have the quick start guide, which actually I use those. I feel like there's some people that are like, oh, quick start guide, and they just throw it to the side. That freaks me out, personally. Okay. Okay. So what we're probably gonna do is actually put this down in front of here, upside down. I gotta make room. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a good thing this is open, because I did not. Can you tell how well I planned this? I actually, funny story, I thought I planned this fairly well. And I'm realizing I still need to plan things better. Okay, so we'll put this here so that way we can put stuff, spool, naturally. Okay, put this spool back up here. Okay, so we'll put this here so we can put the trash in here. What'd you say? I can't read these comments. No problem. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. So on the top of here, we have the accessory box. So let's see what that has. So it looks like we have the toolbox, which is great. The induction hot ends, which is also great. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that, guys. Look at those induction hot ends. That's so sweet. Oh, man, I have to admit, and what I love is, again, Bambu sent me this, but they were very clear that I'm allowed to, voice my own opinions. And that's what they want. And so to start, I think everybody had heard me talk about this on like Instagram or TikTok, but like the thing about the H2C that has always been scary is that there's a lot of moving parts. And as somebody who came from the automotive industry, not came from, like I used to work on cars and motorcycles, not professionally, but I still work on them. I guess I had a mobile shop. Anyways, doesn't matter. Point is, what does this say? Caution. What? Caution. Remove this tape. Okay, great. So like when there's more moving parts, it freaks me out because there's just more things that could go wrong. And so personally, I was never into the idea of buying this machine because it was a terrifying concept with the Vortex system. But I have really grown to love the Snapmaker, which is why it's here. We're going to be doing direct comparisons. And we're going to be talking about, what I do and don't love, which printer. This is a big piece of melamine or whatever it's called. We're going to hold on to that. I don't know if that's trash or not. Probably should start looking at the quick guide. Anyways, and so I was just always worried about it. So, the fact that they sent me one so that I can put it side by side between my other tool changer, and the H2S has always been kind of, I don't know, an interesting ride, to say the least. Stickers. I love stickers. Sweet. Love stickers. Love stickers. Okay, these are just other fun things. Okay, this is a quick start guide. We're gonna make sure we do this correctly. Oh, I just saw the thing for the Vortex and now I'm like freaking out a little bit. Okay, so we took the accessory box out, took all that off. Okay, great. Okay, so yeah, so now it's just about the plastic. Okay, and the front of it. Okay, great. So we're gonna take off this plastic here. These fun little ribbons, guys. We're gonna give these guys a quick cut. Now, the thing is, I learned with the A1 series, which I loved. The thing is, I think some people think that I wasn't a fan of Bambu because I went from owning like 15 A1s to 15 K2 pluses, and that wasn't the case. It was just the fact that the K2 was a multicolor printer that was bigger. That was it. So it's not that I wasn't a fan of this. It was just the fact that it wasn't that I wasn't a fan of Bambu. It was just the fact that I, for my business, needed a bigger printer that could do multicolor at the time. And for a little bit of time there, the K2 was the only option. It didn't take long for the. All right, hold on. Focus. Oh, so glad I go to the gym. Okay, cool. Okay, great. Now all that's out of the way. We are done. What is that? Oh, that's okay. Cool. Okay. But then I got the H2S, and I just was not impressed out of the gate. I'm just going to be honest with everybody. I just was not impressed. Even though, well, and the thing is, the H2D was just like way too much at the time, and I was just like, I can't and don't want to spend that. And then the H2S became an option. I was like, you know what, let's try this. I had a lot of issues with it, still do. But hopefully we'll solve them. Guys, here it is. Here's the H2C. So I'm probably gonna scoot this over here, or Now I'll scoot it this way because I'll put the other AMS over here. I just hope there's room for it because I need about, yeah, that should be good. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. Great, 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 great. There it is. It is monstrously bigger than the Snapmaker. So this is great. I think what's something interesting, somebody asked me on YouTube on one of my videos recently, because they asked me, if I actually use all of the printers that I get, and the answer is yes. And the thing is, I don't know how much that'll change when I start getting sent. Well, if I get no, we're gonna whatchamacallit, we're gonna manifest when I start getting sent more printers. We'll see how that changes, but I anticipate I'll be using them all the time. That's my hope, anyways. Okay, look at that nice new top panel. That's great. Okay, let's go back to, I feel like I was like, hey, let's look at the quick start guide, and then I just immediately abandoned it. Okay, cool. We got that out, got that up. Okay, great. So we're going to start with coming on the other side, and we're going to start getting everything out of the inside of it. And we'll adjust you guys. Don't you worry. You'll still get a full view of everything. Let's move this trash out of the way. Okay. So now let's adjust you guys so that we can get a good look of how we're going to start doing the inside of all of this. I think that's this should be a pretty solid look. I'll have to look back and what the heck? That way I can have to look and then I can, adjust it for how it is. Look how pretty that is, guys. Eastwood likes too. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Let's see. Hey, we got 5 people in here. Thank you, everybody. If you guys can keep liking the video, that would be great. That obviously helps out, get it promoted to everybody. So let's check out these instructions. Okay, so remove the adhesive tapes around the packaging material, take out the top glass, and set aside. Okay, cool. So we're gonna actually set this aside. I'm gonna put this on my seat so it doesn't fall anywhere. Hey, thank you for those likes. I saw those come through right away. And guys, ask me some questions that you want to know, either about this or about, what we're doing on this channel. I don't know. Or if you want to know stuff about me, like I want this to be kind of fun and interactive. So, I don't care if your questions aren't revolve around 3D printing. Like I'm good, try to answer everything as best I can, as much as I can see it, Okay, so we'll get this off. I'm in the way. Oh, look at that glass. This looks good. Something about new glass looks good. Okay. All right, so we have, well, most of the tape. There's some more tape down here. Tape down here. On this side. There's going to be tape over here. On this side. Yeah. Sorry for the back of my head shot. But it is what it is. Okay. Okay, all of the tape has been removed from the printer, which is great. Use the longer H2 Allen key from the accessory box to remove the 4 screws marked in red next. Okay, great. So we're going to take out our handy dandy accessory box, which also, these are great. I love these accessory boxes. Anyways, the longer one, and then remove the screws that are in red, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Does this need to come off? Yeah, I'm going to take that off. It is a big boy. It really is. And it's awesome. Can I tell you guys a secret? I am doing this by hand because I don't know where my electric one is. Although I think I just saw it out of the corner of my eye and I'm about to grab it. Hashtag Fantic. Yep, I literally found it as soon as I said that. See, when I'm tightening screws, no, sir. Tighten by hand. Loosening, bring this bad boy out. The Fantic. Which one is this one? This is the Fantic Next S2. Love this thing. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. We're not playing around. Now I had a little bucket. We're just gonna use this right now. As a metal, it was not a metal, but a magnetic backer, so I can put my screws in. But whatever. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so we have those 4 screws out. Next, detach the 2 plastic parts from the top. Okay, we'll do that. Let's do that. Here it is again. Oh, you know what? I misread the instructions somehow, but that's okay. So there's actually another set of screws right here and right here. It wasn't these 4. There's 4 in here for this plastic part. So, wow, I lost one of those. I have to find that before we start everything up. So in case you guys are doing that, let me know. Thank you for all the likes. I see the hearts coming through. Okay, so now we take these 2 parts off. Oh, I just realized my ADHD kicked in real hard. The reason I was telling the story about the A1s was because keep your boxes for 30 days, because Bambu will want you to ship stuff back in their box if you don't do it. Okay, great. Now I already skipped one part. So now that I've already taken out those 4, now we can take the AMS2 Pro out carefully, as it says. So we'll slide it up and out. Amazing. There is number 1, AMS2. These are loud, by the way. That's the one thing I've noticed with like the H2S is they are loud mugs, dude. Got plenty of foam, which is great. I feel like a lot of people, talk about how well these are packed, and it's true. These are packed very well. Okay, so we took the AMS2 out, and then we'll take out the 4 screws for these plastic brackets here. So that's a long boy. What I love is not only are these color coordinated, but they have labels on them for the screws. I don't remember that being the case for the H2S, but I could be wrong. And I will say this until my last dying breath: Bambu, every other company sends you a pair of clipper dikes. Please start doing that. I will pay the extra $10 in my product to get an extra pair of those. I will. I really will. Comment if you also agree that you would pay an extra $20 if it just meant that your Bambu products could start coming with cutter dikes, because I know I can't be alone. All right, that bracket's off. 100%. See, that's what I'm saying. 100%. Okay, great. So we did that. Now we need to take out the 4 screws marked in red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Great. So now there's 4 more here. Now this is for the Z-Rod stays. Trust me, I had a Centauri carbon. I forgot to take these out on. And let's just say it didn't end particularly well. Oh, make me do it by hand. Now, the reason I'm not doing any of the electric stuff over here on this side or on the back, A, that one's too deep. but B, this is where the vortex system is. So we are not gonna F that up. So we're gonna do this by hand. And what I love about these unboxing videos, at least in my perspective, is I love being able to see how fast everything gets set up out the gate. Now, I wish I would have done that with the snap makers, because what's interesting is you would have seen that the first one took me about an hour to set up. And then the second and third ones, like it got down to like 20 minutes a piece. Like it was not a long time at all. But now you're going to see, if you buy one of these H2Cs, if you have the same intelligence level as me, which is not high, then you'll see how long it takes to set this up. Great, perfect. And then we have two back here. Wow, these are deep. This is a little annoying. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing and why it's annoying. So what it is is the fact that back here, I'm trying to unscrew this and it like hits right there. So I have to like tilt it to the side and then it hits here and then I have to tilt it to the side again. And so that's just rather annoying. I now really wish that this would fit all the way down there, but it does not. It just does. It's too deep. That's annoying. But this is why I'm doing it, so you guys can see kind of what I'm talking about. You know what the worst? Can't even. There we go. Yeah, that's so. I have to like finagle it around, but it feels like it might not be that deep of a screw. Like it might already be up. Not yet. Wait, that was it. There it is. Hey, it's magnetic. Found that out. Okay, great. Perfect. All right. So that was a little annoying, but we got it. So what was also really annoying is I went to throw that away in the trash can. It made it and then popped back out. Okay, let's see where we're at. So we did that. We just did those. Ooh, vortex system. Okay. Cut the zip ties and remove the foam pieces. Okay, first of all, Bambu, again, why the cut zip ties? You're gonna give me something to cut them with. Where's a good angle? Is it blasphemous to do this with Creality ones? It feels a little blasphemous. Okay, so let's come over here and cut this. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of this system. Okay, cool. Got it. This is terrifying. I'm terrified because I don't understand the vortex. Okay. Zip ties, gone. Foam. There's foam back here. This is so scary. Oh. Is there more foam? Yeah, foam right here. What? What the heck? This is insane. That's just crazy. I'm gonna get a flashlight. I have one in my pocket. Which, by the way, the Arc Pro 2, shameless plug, get one of these. Okay. So now we're gonna just double check, make sure the foam is out from this system. But it looks like I got it all. So that looks good. In fact, just stick this up here. Okay, that looks good. Oh, we got more comments. Dude, yeah, those stoppers, dude, they're the worst. Okay, cool. All right, I got all the foam off and the tape off. Now we're going to remove and cut the zip ties toward the front of the printer. Remove the foam piece marked in green. Okay, which is right here. Just so we're going to move. We're going to move here. We're going to come bring it down here because we're going to do this part now. There we go. The tool head. And so yeah, so as you can see here, we're going to cut all this off and take out that foam piece in green. So that'll be good. My beautiful wife's down here, but I won't show you guys because she's still in her PJs. Don't judge her. She's pregnant. It was my fault. She just gave me the weirdest look. Anyways, so we got that. Seriously, Bambu, you can't have me need these and not give me any. Anyways, sorry. I'm ranting about it. I'm going to go on the other side so I can see this better. Thanks for laughing, guys. Okay, cool. So we're back here. Here's this. Got that one. Pull that out. Got this now. This is tricky. Oh, here's a good spot. I was like, bruh. There we go. Okay, I got that zip tie going. And then I'm supposed to be able to take this out. Oh, wait. Okay, we got that. What does this say? Pull the pull it towards the front. Then, man, it's crazy what happens when you read the instructions. Okay, so we did that, and it doesn't say this, but I'm assuming you have to take off this cardboard because there it is. Wow, that it. There's foam right here. I just saw it. So, okay, we got that. Yeah, because then it says to prep the AMS, how to daisy chain it, and a spool holder. Bro, okay, wow, that was, wow. Guys, that was basically it. Basically, Bensky saying that was basically it. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so let's get back on the front of this. That's it. Ah, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, so we have the tool head off. Whoa, look at this dual nozzle. Sorry, I've never messed with the dual nozzle, so this is really unique for me. Okay, so let's get you guys back on a better view here. We'll go maybe like this right now. Because what we need to do, all right, let's back up. Let's put you right here. Okay, great. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put the top glass back on because we are gonna put the AMS up here. One of them. Remember, I have two, so we're gonna take care of all this trash real quick. Okay, trash is done. Okay. And then we'll put this tool bag, a box or whatever over here. Okay, I just want to make sure, I'm going to double check the instructions to make sure I'm not missing anything because that is the last thing that I want to do with this, obviously, is mess something up and not have it. Okay, so we took out all the blocks. Yep. Next page, 17, 18, 19. Yep, plastic out. All the screws are out. Yep, got that. Okay, good. Vortex system is free. Yep, good. Took out the zip ties. Oh, you know what it is? There's no cardboard on this picture. Just so you guys know, there's no cardboard on here. And I'm only saying this for the people who need like really clear instructions. There is a cardboard shroud around the tool head. That's not in this picture, and it doesn't tell you to take it off. So just so you know. Hey, thanks. Yes, they are all after superheroes, with the exception of the H2S. The H2S is named Deck after the new Predator from Predator Badlands. Okay, so yeah, so we come from here and then we go into here, which is the AMS2 setup. So let's go ahead and get that. We can go ahead and put this on top of here, which is great. Okay, so we have this off. Oh, I guess for you ASMR freaks, hold on. Here we go. Ready? You guys ready? Oh, yeah. You guys want another one? You sickos. Here's another one. Here's another one for you. Oh, that was actually really good. That was a nice pull. Can't act like that wasn't. This is such a clean. It is a clean printer. I like that this is all black versus the H2S, which is white. I like that this is all black. I don't really like. This is probably the Snapmaker is probably the first printer that I have enjoyed as a white profile. I really do like the slickness of the black and grays, but I don't know, something about the Snapmaker, it just works. Okay. Take out these desiccant packs, which, look, I'm here in Utah. These basically don't do anything. If we're being really, really honest, there's not a whole lot that these do. For example, so I've had the H2, I'll show you. I've had the H2S for since November. It was November, maybe September. This is about how used this has been, which is they're barely turning brown. So, but whatever. I'm in Utah. It's a blessing, I guess. Okay, so this is the power unit for the machine, and then we have the AMS cable, AMS tube. Okay, great. So we have this. Okay, so yeah, it's just standard. Go put it in the number 2. Yeah, so I need the splitter if I. Interesting. I don't think I got. Did I get a splitter? Is there a splitter in here? Am I stupid? There is a splitter in here. Look at this. This is why we open everything. Okay, so these are extra. Yep, that's like. Oh yeah, these are definitely extra parts for things. So we're gonna put this over here with the box. There's the splitter. Look at that splitter. That's cool. That's the splitter for the be able to have 2 AMS2s. So we're gonna put that back here because we're gonna need that because we need to come from. Yep. Okay. Great. So what happens is we take one of these or one of these, probably this one. Let's take you to the back so we can set this up back here. Hey guys, don't mind my shop. It's a mess. Ugh, okay. All right, so we're back here. Let's give you a good angle, actually. Okay, so this is how we're gonna set this up. So you're supposed to come in through here and push this all the way in until it stops right there. And then this is your splitter. This comes in here. I'm sure this can be shorter. I'm positive this can be shorter, but it's not right this second. That's okay. I will make adjustments as I go. I want to get this set up and make sure it's all working properly first. So I'm going to put that here, which means I'm also going to open up this other AMS2 so we can put it next to it. Where did my cutter knife go? What did you got? Had to buy a dehumidifier. That sucks, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Jersey, you know, out east in the United States, and so like it sucks out there, dude. I remember like you used to just get out of the shower and just like still be wet. Doesn't matter, you're just wet. Dude, I will say, after like effing around with the CFS system from Creality, these AMS2s are so light. It's kind of amazing. All right, cool. That's no, I'm not showing you guys the ASMR of the plastic off of the other AMS2 that I'm putting to the side. Get over it. All right, cool. Put that right there. Cool, you guys saw that pop up. So let's get you over here. All right, let's get a, maybe we can do this angle. Actually, this might be better over here like this. Oh yeah, that's way better. Hold on, there we go. Like that. What the heck? What are you? There you go. There we go. There you are. There he is. Whoa, what the heck? Sorry for that weird interruption. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, no, this isn't going to work because I'm going to keep, hold on. I know, be smarter. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, now this is going to be the angle. Perfect. That way I can work on it and you guys can still see everything. Okay. As I get in front of the camera immediately. It's just because I have to get this stuff. Sorry. Okay, great. Okay. You know what? We're going to make this shorter right now because I have a cutter. Because this, I can already tell you, this is going to drive me insane to have it be that long. Because we're going to have a tube from here to here. So let's put this in so we can see how long this will need to be. Okay, great. So we're going to have this come here to here, and then this down here. Oh, wait, let's give you a little bit more of an angle. What the heck? Sorry, I keep pressing buttons. Okay, so we're going to pull this off. We're going to see how long this tube needs to be. So this will go from here to here, here to here. Perfect. Let's get a permanent marker and a cutter. Yeah, dude. Humidity is a bear. Okay. Cutter, permanent marker, permanent marker. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that this needs to come here, but like reasonably. And this needs to come here also reasonably. So we're going to come here, here, and here. Great. One. Perfect. This one is a little bit longer because I don't want it to get kinked. What's great is I have more bone tubes. Oh yeah, no, that's exactly how I want it to look. Which means this needs to look a little bit longer than I thought, but that's okay. That's why we do this. Great. No, that's perfect. Nice flow. That way nothing's getting kinked, nothing's getting hurt or anything like that. Okay, great. So then we take this. This will come in here. This will come right here. I was like, where is it? Okay, little piece of advice. When you guys are taking these pieces of tape off this vent, the vent flaps go up, so pull down. Don't pull up and almost break everything. That was dumb. Okay, this is cool, by the way. This is a new safety switch that they started putting on the H series. I think partially for the lasers and everything like that, but you have to have this in order to start the machine, which I'm all about that, honestly, for being honest. Yep, there it is right there. So that way, if you ever need to have an emergency, you pop that out and you're good to go. Which is also kind of why you want to have like a way to grab it, so that if there's something happening, you just pop that out. Okay. So I'm gonna plug this in right here. Right there. Great. Sorry for the back shot. Okay, great. So now we have the spare tubes, spare Bowden tubes, which is great, and the desiccant packs. Okay, spare Bowden tubes, put that back in here. Put this in here. Okay. Again, I don't know why I even put these in here, but we're following the instructions, that's why. Open this up, put these back here. All right, perfect. Yeah, okay, great. Those are all open, those are all good. Great, great, great. Bro, I think we're ready to, oh, come on. Sorry, I turned this upside down and spilled all my Bowden tubes out. Okay. All right, great, cool. Bowden tubes back in. I guess let's go back to the front, because I think I have everything's plugged in. This is all ran, that's in. Yeah, I guess, yeah, let's come to the front. Let's go back to the lab again. Oh, there goes something. I don't remember actually the lyrics to all that. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, so we'll probably get an up close and personal shot so that we can turn this on and freak out together. Where's the instructions? There they are. Okay, great. Instructions. Okay, so yeah, that's all hooked up. We've got that all hooked up. The key safety switch is in there. Make sure Bambu. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be tricky because I just remembered that I have to hook this up to Bambu Handy. You guys are currently streaming from my phone. So now I got to think about how we're doing this. Yeah. Hold on. How would we do this? Let's see what we got. Safety first, especially when people like me are using them. That's hilarious. Crap. Okay. All right, so let's turn this on because I might be able to do this from just like the Wi-Fi. Okay, it's going on. Here we go, guys. Oh, there it is. Whoa, what the? Made a noise. Made a crazy noise. Can I get these out now? There's like foam down here. No, I can't. Okay, guys, it's lit up. Hold on, let's get you better. Let's get you all situated so you can all watch the magic together. Hold on. I know, guys. I know. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get you guys an angle of this, kind of the startup and everything. Okay, English, North America. I'm not showing you this part on purpose because I'm about to put in my Wi-Fi. Okay, so hold on. I think I can connect this from Bambu Studio right now, right? Because I think I should be able to. Let's look. There's Bambu. Okay, so if I go home and if I go to device, can I bind with access code? Aha, I can. Okay, so I can bind this with my access code. Hold on, skip. Agree. I'm 90% sure I have everything on. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is gonna do all of its calibrations. So we're all gonna watch this and we're gonna see how crazy this is. Oh, there it goes. There goes the bed. What? What crazy noises. Now, just so you guys know, this is supposed to take about 26 minutes. So we can chat. I'm here. Don't you need to share the Wi-Fi? No, no. Oh, I see a foam piece. Oh. There's the bed. Now I can get this foam out from underneath the bed. Sweet. Yeah, so like I said, we got a little bit of time. I'm going to crack open an energy drink. I'm going to go with the Alani Nu Orange Kiss because it's one of my favorites. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Because I can't tell whether or not it's coming through my phone or whether it's coming through my like Meta glasses. Oh, cool. I can share tabs. That's pretty cool. I mean, the microphone. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It says it's picking me up, but I can't tell if it's picking me up. Actually, I guess I can look. Does it pick me up more here? No, it looks the same. It looks the same. All right, hold on. Let's make sure we get this whole calibration view. There we go. That's a good view. Okay. Dude, I know. Isn't that so crazy? I'm sorry, what is that light? You see that light up there? That's so cool. Is that telling you which nozzle it's? Oh my gosh, that's cool. That is cool. That's good. Loud and clear. That's great. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm curious. I'm currently splicing a model that I'm doing for that I'm doing on the Snapmaker. And I was impressed because the Snapmaker was going to pull it out in 14 hours. So I'm curious what this says this is going to do, because I know the tool head swapping is slower. It's only a 2-color print, so it's like a 2v2. So let's see. Cool. Yeah, great. Left and right nozzle. 13 hours. This says it's an hour faster. That's impressive. Okay, I just realized I can share my screen with you guys. Let's share entire screen. Let's share this entire screen. Yeah, so right now, wait, can you guys see my live screen and my Bambu Studios? Because this is kind of sick if that's true. So I just did this. It's saying it's going to take 13 hours and 11 minutes. I think I have all the same stuff. So let's see. I have, yeah, the wave surface is going to be awesome. So strength, we have 2, 8 gyroid, and no brim. Okay, cool. So let's look back at the Snapmaker though. Come on, where's my Snapmaker? Eh. Oh no, oh no. And then the Snapmaker, go back to the preview, same print, 14 hours. So this is yeah, 8 gyroid. Now granted, I'm using different filaments here. Can I change these to Bambu or no? I don't remember. No, I can't. So let's just do generic PLA high speed on both of these so that hopefully the profile looks a little bit the same. So we'll go back over to Bambu. So we'll change this to generic PLA high speed and generic PLA high speed, because obviously the profiles are going to be a little bit different when it comes to how fast this will go. So let's see what this says. See how much different other than 13 hours it says it's going to be. And then yeah, if you guys can't tell, down here in the corner we have our live feed still, everything going. I think I'm having 2 things sliced at the same time, so it's like, okay, so this still says 14 hours 29 minutes. This is for the Snapmaker U1, and so if we come over here to the Bambu, after it builds its generic profile, this now says 13. So it still says it's about an hour, a solid hour faster. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting to actually put these both head to head. Like I'll probably start them at the same time, so that way I can know between calibration setups and you know, everything else, like whether or not this is true, you know, because these are really cool models. I mean, this is a model that I've always wanted to print from Reiki Box, but the reason I've never printed this is because of, I mean, look at all those color changes just per layer. Like, forget that, dude. Like, this has always been a big waste to me. I mean, for example, let's pull it up in Creality Print. You know, let's look let's look at the different whatchamacallit. Let's look at the different under 5 max. Let's do Creality K2 plus. I mean, we're going to figure out the different amount of times, which is going to be insane. I have a feeling this is going to be insane. But on top of that, like, the waste is probably gonna make me cry. We can import as geometry's fine. Dude, I bet you this says it'll take 2 days. I bet you. Okay, so we've got this. We're gonna take this away. Delete. Now the benefit, if you can call it that, is that I know I could fit 2 on here. Okay, detect thin walls, 8% gyroid, no brim. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so just so we're all on the same reference page, Snapmaker says 14 hours, 29 minutes, using a grand total of 220 grams of filament. Okay, so I'm going to write these down just so I have them. So when we talk about this here in 1 second, that it won't be me guessing and checking what I just said. So, okay, Snapmaker, Snap U1. Of course, I got a pen that doesn't work. Here we go. Okay, so the U1 is saying 14 hours, 29 minutes at 220.21 grams. Okay, and then the Bambu is saying, interesting, a little bit more, 13 hours, 13 minutes at 225.58 grams. Now that's a 5 gram difference. Not crazy though. Like, I can take 5 grams. I'm not ready to see this on the Creality. What? This doesn't feel right, but also it could be. So the K2 is 370.6 grams, which I mean, that's a lot. This is 150 more grams, but the time is stunning. 14 hours, 12 minutes. So it says it's going to take a shorter amount of time than the U1, but it is going to use 150 more grams of filament, which is crazy. But here's what's really cool. I have an app that can tell us how much is it going to cost. Hold on, I need to shrink this. Where's my replit? There it is. There it is. Okay, cool. So I built this app, just so you guys are aware. This is a new one. This is Ravenworks. It's a new calculator. So we're going to come in here. I'm going to do Gila Monster K. We're going to call this the K2. So you can fit 2 per build plate. Oh, not 12. 2 per build plate. And we're going to select Thanos. That's just the pre-built profile I know for the K2. Okay, so the print hours are 14 hours and 12 minutes. We're just going to say New Makers PLA plus. So we need to go back to the way this works, and I really like this, is we need to see how much the model uses. So the model only uses 204.54 grams. We will flush out 155.5, and the prime tower is going to be 10.56. This is all important because when we come back into this, so this is going to be how much the model uses, which is 204.54, like we just said. Zero support waste, purge waste, which is the flush, is 155.5. The tower is 10.56. So this is going to be how much it's going to cost you to make this. So I'm going to put this at 0. Or actually, I don't need to put times here because we're just going to just do pure time. So if we calculate this, the cost per item is $4.26 and $8.32 per build plate. So, and this is with, if you can see here, this is electricity, depreciation, We're not doing labor because we're just curious about this. So material cost, electricity, and depreciation value. So for the K2, the cost per item is $4.16. For the whole build plate is $8.32. Great, cool. So we're going to save this calculation, and then we're going to come up here. Can you save it, please? There we go. Okay, we're going to come up here. I don't remember. I need to put in a clear box, but oh, okay. So we're going to come over here, dashboard. We're going to calculate a new thing. We're going to do the Gila U1. Okay, same thing. Okay, we're getting tuber build plate. Magneto is the, oh, I haven't put the, I need to build a printer. New printer. I don't know. We're going to call this yet. H2C brand Bambu H2C. Technically $0, but we're going to put it in for the 2400 that it is. We'll save it there. I expect these printers to last 3, so we're going to just call it H2C just because we need to. We need a profile. Okay, so Gila U1. Do 2. So Magneto. So the print hours again were 14.29 according to this. Again, Snapmaker PLA. And then the tower is 11.4. So 11.4 for the tower. 11.44 for the tower. So 208.77 for the actual model. This is a good thing to do while this is calibrating, by the way, if I don't say so myself. Okay, so the actual model is 208.77. No purge, but the tower is 11.44. Calculate. So for the U1 per model is, geez Louise. Okay, it's only $2.92. This is a cool way to visualize this. I'll bring this up on a spreadsheet so you guys know. And the whole build plate is $5.84. That is insane. Plate per model. This is insane. This is crazy. Okay, now I'm really interested to see what the H2C is going to look like for calculating this cost. New calculation, Gila H2C. Again, we have 2 of them. We are going to use the H2C. So the print hours on this was 13 hours and 13 minutes. Now, this is also assuming that this is all actual. Like, this is the amount of time it will take. Okay, so this one for the model is 213.9 grams, and the tower is 11.68. Interesting that they all use like different amounts of filament to make these things, but whatever. Oh, don't show you guys that. That is a spreadsheet of my business. I never really care, actually. You guys can see it. It's not really like, is that bad? Okay, so 213.90. The tower was 11.68. Calculate. Okay, interesting. Because it uses just a little bit more power and it uses a little bit more everything. So the cost of the item is $364 and the cost of the plate is $728. Okay, so let's pull up a sheet. Let's pull up let's just do a normal sheet so you guys can see this. Let's do sheets, new sheet. Okay. Let's just do H2C, U1, K2. So this is cost per plate, cost per item. Okay, and then we're doing, this is the Gila Monster test. Okay, so what's interesting is the cost per plate. So let's make sure all these are, oh shoot. Let's make sure this is formatted to Just currency. There we go. Okay, great. I think you can only like a YouTube video once. They're showing up on my screen over here, but they're not showing up reflective of the actual video, which is fine. They're popping up. I'm seeing them all, so I appreciate it. So the cost per plate is 7.28 for that, and the cost per item is 3.64 for that. For the U1, it is per plate is 5.84, and then the 0.992. And then, this is crazy. Cost per plate 8.32 versus 4.16. Here's what's interesting. The Snapmaker is clearly the winner when it comes to money savings. I think because it uses a lot less power than both of these do. This uses a ton of power, but also this has waste. So this is waste and power. So it is a full dollar cheaper on the H2C, but it is also $1.50 cheaper for the U1 versus the H2C. It's crazy the difference. This is insane. This is actually crazy to me. Let me compile this real quick. Okay, so in terms of cheaper percentage, that's crazy. This is 29% cheaper. It's almost 30% cheaper than the K2, and it's almost 20% cheaper. That's crazy. This is crazy. I'm going to be really interested to see how this actually stacks up when it comes to you know, I'm getting hungry. Sorry, I have like blood pressure, not blood pressure, whatever. This is crazy. This is interesting. It's slower. That's a consideration, but still, all in all, that's insane. All right, let's go back to this. Let's see how this all looks now. We are 76% done. And then I think I load the nozzles, which is crazy. I have this box of nozzles. And then I also have another box of nozzles. Where'd they go? Where's my other box? Right over here. And then I have this nozzles, which is great. This is more of the actual, like, this is like a kit. So I have a 6 and a 2 for the main head, which is nice. I'm glad they sent me that. I'm really grateful for that too. And then I have 3 4s and then a 2 and a 6. So yeah, I'll need all of these because I'm a 4 nozzle guy. Just who we are. I'm glad I watched a video of somebody installing this before where I found out that you do not put all 6 in there. No, they don't. Actually, I'll show you this again because I really appreciate what I've done here. And I know that sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but I am in a little bit, in a little ways. So one of the things that I did when I wanted to calculate how much it costs to sell a print. So let's pretend I was going to sell this at a market, right? So now I have to take into consideration, it takes me 5 minutes to process it, 5 minutes to post process it, because there's not really I'm doing outside of that. So this is everything on the H2C. This is the waste. This is this. So we're going to calculate this. Now, what's really cool is the way I've set this up is you can pre-put in how much you want to sell it for. So I want to sell this for a 50% profit margin. And let's say these Gila monsters, I'm going to sell them for $25. So we calculate this, and now it shows me that because of my labor, I'm paying myself $6 because I'm paying myself $40 an hour. I'm paying myself $6.67 per print. If we come look down here, then we can see that the recommended profit margin, if I want it for 50%, is going to be selling these for $13.94 per item, which means if I'm selling them for $25, I'm actually making 72% profit. Now, why do I love this setup in particular? I love it because this now shows me where my negotiation powers are with people. $13.94, so $14 is where I can sell this to still make a 50% profit margin on these things per item, which is insane. So that means that I can sell this for $25. If somebody buys it, that's great. We make 72% profit. But now somebody comes to me, is like, well, would you take $10 for it? No, but I would take 15 for it. They feel like they get a deal. I still hit that 50% profit margin rate, and we're all good to go. And the thing is that's frustrating for me is that people believe that you have to well, hey, it's live. I'll have to post it in places. Maybe I'll put it in my link tree. Because I have my old one in my link tree. Not this one. Actually, I can solve that right now. Hold on. Link tree. There it is. Let's put this in my link tree right now. And there's a place in my link tree for Venmos and all that other stuff. Add, paste link. Great. And we're gonna call this 3D print cost calculator. Great. And we're going to move this probably down here. We're going to put this here. Yeah, we're going to do this. Nope, I want you down here. I want you here. There we go. Great. Now it's on there. So now if you guys want to see it, it's there. But yeah, I mean, like, the thing is if there is somebody telling you, and this is I mean this on like YouTube or whatever, if somebody is there telling you that you have to hit a 50% profit margin in order to be successful for a business, they're lying to you. They don't know 30% is where you need to operate. 30% bare minimum have to operate. So 50% is great. Anyways, it looks like this is done, guys. We are idiot. All right. So the calculations have been completed. Get started. Okay, so induction rack has not been set up. Please follow the instructions to complete. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing next. This should be the fun part. And by fun, I mean so scary, I'm gonna cry. Oh no, don't. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, induction rack, calibrate. Start. Install the tool head in the hot end. Okay, that's done. We're good. Next. Ensure the induction. Oh, maybe I should do this for you guys so we can all see. Okay. Ensure the induction hot rack is empty. Yes, they are empty. Start. I'm so scared. Homing the head. This is crazy. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit better look. There we go. I'm terrified of this. I am genuinely scared. This is a lot of moving parts. What is this vortex system, dude? I can't believe this. This is insane. Looks like I got a big comment real quick. Cooling the heat, but okay, great. Let's see. What does it say? I need to step out for the kiddos, but staying on the stream for your numbers. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you so much. Seriously. You rock for sticking around. I just realized I didn't set up the AMS2s 100% correctly because it needs to feed into 2 heads, doesn't it? No? What? I guess it just preloads it, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Dude, I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. This is the coolest and most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Install hot ends. Okay, so I put this. That's it. What the heck? Sorry, guys. This is just crazy to me. What? Why does this one not feel good? Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Oh yeah, they're all lit up. Okay, great. Should Okay. It tells you to not keep your hands near it, which is a good thing to tell you. Whoa. Okay, and then it'll light up to let you know that you've done it correctly. Okay, but you don't load number 6 because there's one already in the tool head. What? Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm really excited about this. This is wild to watch. This is just insane. This is just insane. All right, what do we got? Dude, the waist, dude. I mean, this is amazing. I'm so glad that Snapmaker came in, made this tool changer, and then started this race of like, let's see who can make the most badass waste-free machine. I know that people want to say, oh, it's Prusa first, which like, yeah, cool, but like Prusa just genuinely just, that's amazing. Okay, so we got that. What else do we need to do? New AMS detected, please set it up and check with which extruder it's connected to. Go to setup, okay. Oh. Got it. Okay, that's what I need to do. That's why this all felt weird. Okay, 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 okay. So this is for multiple AMS systems, which is fine, but this will be for the left extruder. Okay, okay. Okay, there we go. There it is. And then we'll keep this like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm also going to write a post-it note for myself because I don't ever want to get this wrong. So we're going to do this and we're going to write left. Well, that doesn't look good. Here we go. Left. Left and right, because I don't ever want to get this wrong. This is so cool. Okay. So this one is the right extruder. We'll put this on the side just so I know. And then this is the left extruder. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, great. Okay, cool. All right, so we need to load a little bit of filament in there. Let's see what we got. Bigger build plate, I can fit more models, which purge waste. H2C is my option. We'll pay itself off within 6 months. Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, I've already paid off all of my Snapmakers really, really quickly, which is kind of insane. Okay, let's get some filament in here so it can help detect which one is which. So I've got a really nice Prusament black. So I'll put this up here. I'll let this come in here. And then we'll do some of this Overture Purple Galaxy, which is also really slick. Okay, we're gonna pull this in over here. Oh my gosh, I don't have these connected to each other. Guys, somebody stop me before I get too excited to do things. Just kidding. It's literally just sitting back here. This cable. Okay, cool, we got that. Jeez, what an idiot. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm just a little stupid. There we go. Okay. Okay, great. Now we have that going, so we should be able to detect this now. Detect. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to be right up there. About 5 minutes. Okay. Sweet. So it's pulling it back, detecting which one it is. Retry. Why is this sending filament detected by the buffer? Yep, there it is. Okay. Pulling back filament. Sending filament. Let's see it detected by the buffer. Yep, there it is. Great. Perfect. Yeah, left and right. Wait, the TV. What do you mean get rid of the TV? I'm confused. Like, do you want it? You want it like this? Does this mean what you want? Am I streaming something? No, I don't know. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's done. Great. So let us. Well, now I don't know. Oh wait, it tells you. So this is the right. So that's the top. So this is a edit. Black. Confirm. This is a overture. PLA purple. Okay, we have one more error. Some module incompatible. Okay, guys. Let me get this better. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, guys. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing. I know we haven't put a print through yet, but that's because I have family coming over for dinner and we are going to do all that testing and whatever, but we're going to have a full-fledged YouTube video about this because we're going to just dive into what I love about it, what I don't love about it. We're going to do some testing. It's probably going to be about 2 weeks just so I can get some actual testing. We'll get some actual numbers from the different multicolor printers that I have so we can get some really good stuff there. But guys, thank you so much for unboxing with me with the H2C. This thing is a freaking monster and I love it and I can't wait to do some more stuff. So please leave comments on this video, what you guys want to see, what you guys want to, expect from me testing this and everything like that. So basically, Bensky, mistakes make magic, baby. And remember to pursue progress over perfection. That's all I got. Goodbye.